This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
It's Wednesday, December 8th. I'm Stacy Jensen.
Well, the Nevada Department of Corrections reported that a group of nearly 25 inmates in one unit at the Southern Desert Correctional Center were involved in a group disturbance around 1 p.m. today. The inmates refused to enter their cells or follow orders, according to this report. The inmates also started 2 small fires, which were extinguished before causing significant damage. About 15 inmates were transported to higher security prisons. Local and state law enforcement and fire agencies responded for backup during that transport, but services were not used. Minor injuries were reported and treated on site.
And the auction of the PAHRUMP Medical Center on Calvada Boulevard is being postponed. An item on the Nye County Board of Commissioners agenda Tuesday called for the discussion and deliberation to accept or reject bids for the property. But after some discussion, including guidance from the District Attorney's Office, commissioners decided to table the auction for now. Commissioner Leo Blundo spoke with News 25 about that decision.
We did enter a closed session. I can't speak to the details from the closed session, but what I can tell you is we're just taking an abundance of caution. We're doing our due diligence, and the item will be returning in some capacity, and the public will be informed of all the details. One of the things I've been working on is bringing more medical services to the community. That's a medical building. It used to serve as an urgent care, and people were getting medical services, which is phenomenal, awesome. And then it sat vacant for a number of years. And one of my objectives is to get that into the hands of medical providers to be able to bring more medical services to service the good people here in Nye County. However that is achieved, the end goal is I want more medical services. The people deserve it. And all the interested parties at this time, from what I've gathered, are medical, and they see the medical value in the building. If you wanted to build, for example, an office building, I think you would just build an office building and have it suit that purpose. I think the suitability and purpose of a building is very critical here. It's already designed and has all the apparatus for medical services. So I think that's where the general interest has been from the medical community. And I'm very thankful. We have all this interest. What's important here is we're trying to bring more medical services to the people, and we're trying to build those public-private partnerships, and we look forward to continuing those.
And Commissioner Blundo says at this time it's unclear when the item will be back on the agenda.
Well, a man wanted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office for his alleged part in a theft of a cargo container is now behind bars. Brad Francis reports.
Robert Alger has been booked into the Nye County Detention Center on 1 count of conspiracy to commit grand larceny, 1 count of grand larceny valued between $5,000 and $25,000, and 1 count of buying, possessing, receiving, or withholding stolen property valued between $5,000 and $25,000. On November 23rd, Nye County Sheriff's Office detectives were called to a home on Summer Way in PAHRUMP to investigate the attempted theft of a 40-foot shipping container. Authorities say it appeared someone had tried to steal the container but could not get it onto a trailer and took off. The woman who owns the container and the property on which it was located told officers no one had permission to move it. She valued the container and its contents at $15,000 to $20,000. As part of their investigation, detectives placed a tracking device on the container in case the thieves returned. The next morning, a neighbor called to say they were following 2 white pickups, one of which was towing the trailer and cargo container detectives observed at the victim's Summer Way address. The tracking device detectives had installed in the container eventually began to show them where it was. The suspects stopped near Highway 160 and Roadrunner Road, where they abandoned one vehicle and the shipping container. The neighbor was able to take photos of the suspects, the vehicles they were driving, and the license plate of the vehicles. Detectives say the vehicle that was abandoned had a license plate that returned to Alger, and using the photos taken by the witness, they were able to identify him as the driver of the vehicle that was towing the stolen cargo container. The sheriff's office had asked for the public's help locating Alger. On December 2nd, deputies spotted him at the intersection of Buffington Lane and Murphy Street. He was placed under arrest and transported to jail. Authorities are still trying to identify and locate the other suspects.
And Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to a call for a residential burglary in Beatty that ends with the arrest of 1 man. Here's more on that story.
David Kirk has been booked into the Nye County Detention Center on one count of failure to appear after bail for a misdemeanor crime, one count of residential burglary, and one count of possession of burglary tools. Monday morning, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a reported residential burglary on Lewis Street in Beatty. The person who called 911 said a man, later identified as Kirk, had climbed through a window and was destroying property inside the building. Deputies say upon arrival they found a boarded-up window but noticed the bottom portion of the window was open. They then located Kirk, who was inside by an air unit. When officers asked him what he was doing there, they said he told them he was taking the condensers off the air unit with plans to scrap it if it was okay with the owners. Deputies note in their report, Kirk advised he did not have a lawful reason for being there, nor did he appear to actually know the owner. Officers called the woman who owns the property, who told them she never gave Kirk permission to enter the building. She also stated the property was all boarded up and surrounded by private property signs. Kirk was taken into custody for the 2 burglary-related violations and for a confirmed warrant out of Tonopah Justice Court.
All right, we'll have more news right after this.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest-reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. A vehicle crash just before noon today here in PAHRUMP caused some damage, but no one was seriously hurt. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of a 2-vehicle crash that occurred this afternoon on Highway 160 in front of Denny's. According to witnesses on scene, the SUV was attempting to make a left-hand turn into the shopping center. They say that their view of the roadway was blocked by a large diesel that was traveling southbound on the highway. They made a left-hand turn, and that's when they came into contact with the red dually pickup truck. Both drivers declined to be transported to local medical facilities at the time of the crash. Traffic was diverted around the accident scene by the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and auxiliary units. Both vehicles sustained moderate damage.
And Toys for Tots is working hard in the communities across the U.S. to help ensure a Merry Christmas for children in need. Michael Elam volunteers with Toys for Tots here in PAHRUMP, located next to China Agogo in Pahrump Valley Junction. He explains what they do and how you can help.
We donate toys, and what we ask for is donations of any new unwrapped toy from ages 0 to 17. Our hardest toys to get are usually the 15 or 13 to 17-year-old kids that need toys. And we do it through our national organization from the Toys for Tots in Quantico, Virginia. We're all volunteers. We have boxes throughout the valley in certain locations, and volunteers that pick those boxes up and bring them in. We also, if you want to come to this location and donate toys, we'll be glad to take them. Just make sure they're unwrapped, new toys, stuffed animals. The kids love them. Donations, we do take donations. We will be at in front of Walmart on Highway 160 on December the 18th from 8 a.m. to approximately 2 p.m. We'll have a donation jug there. We'll have boxes for toys that you can bring in, buy at Walmart or wherever you want to buy them, and donate them. All the toys here go to PAHRUMP and the surrounding locations. Las Vegas has their own organization, and they take care of Las Vegas and their areas. All the money we get in, we buy toys, and we send the monies back to our national, and they in turn turn it into an account that we can buy toys. And that's who we report to, but it's an all-volunteer organization, and we love to see the smiles on the kids' faces. We'll be here from now until about the end of a couple of days before Christmas. We might be here on Christmas Day if anybody's in need. This year, Nevada Outreach, which is located on Blag, I don't have the current address. It is between Wilson and 372, right behind AmeriGas, I believe. And they go to there. They will take your information. They send it, turn the request into us. We fill the orders, and they take the toys out before Christmas and to the families that are in need.
Well, it is National Influenza Vaccination Week, a time set aside each year to raise awareness about the importance of the flu vaccine. But what if you haven't gotten it yet? Is it too late? We ask a family physician, Neha Vihas from Cleveland Clinic.
You should get it as soon as possible, certainly before the end of the year, as the circulating strains of influenza will start to appear between now and about March or April of next year.
Dr. Vias says she also gets asked about how this year's flu vaccine will coincide with the COVID-19 vaccine, and she says it's perfectly safe to get both. In fact, you could even get them at the same time if needed. Possible side effects include soreness at the site of the injection, fever, chills, and headaches, but she says they aren't any worse if you were to get both vaccines simultaneously. To help with that, you can take acetaminophen or ibuprofen. Dr. Vias says having both vaccines will really be your best bet against potentially getting sick this winter.
We do expect that both viruses will be circulating among us as we start to lower our social distancing and masking from what we did last year. So it's really important to be immunized for both of those viruses. And there is a thought that acquiring both viruses simultaneously may make you very sick, and we want to prevent that.
According to the CDC, everyone 6 months of age and older should get the flu vaccine, with rare exceptions. If you are concerned about whether to get it, Dr. Vias recommends talking to your physician.
All right, we'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. For today's Save a Pet, we revisit the cat room at Desert Haven Animal Society. That's where we find Darbie O'Donnell Westerman, who introduces us to Trixie.
Hi, I'm Darbie here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Trixie. Trixie is a 2-year-old female gray tabby, beautiful kitty, beautiful yellow eyes, very, very, very interested in affection, but she also wants to get down and run around and play. Right when you go up to her cage, she got all excited about getting all this attention and everything. She's so excited. Okay, she was ready to hop down. She's just a little sweetheart. She's still in a kitten stage, so she gets so excited she wants to play. If you want to come and see Trixie or any of her friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call, 775-751-7020. You can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
Thanks so much, Darbie. Well, the National Weather Service has a winter weather advisory in effect beginning tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m. until 6 p.m. in the evening. Snow is expected above 6,000 feet in the Spring Mountains, Red Rock Canyon, and Sheep Range. Total snow accumulations are expected to be 3 to 7 inches, with winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. Travel could be very difficult, and patchy blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Travel on Kyle and Lee Canyon roads will become difficult, and chain restrictions may be required. Expect snow-covered roads and limited visibilities, and use caution while driving. The latest road conditions can be obtained by calling 511 or go to nvroads.com. Although snow showers are anticipated, there will be not enough snow to safely support winter activities like sledding, snowshoeing, or other typical snow play activities on Mount Charleston. Here's a word from the Mount Charleston Winter Weather Alliance.
Mount Charleston becomes a winter wonderland anytime it snows. Parking spots fill up fast. Snow play areas get crowded. Too much traffic makes it hard for responders and emergency crews to get through.
Before you go, visit GoMountCharleston.com to plan your visit and call 511 or see nvroads.com to check on driving conditions. The Spring Mountains Visitor Gateway in Kyle Canyon is a hub for information and programs. Lee Canyon is best known for skiing and snow play. You can book reservations online.
And remember these tips. Dress warmly, obey traffic signs, don't sled near roads or trees, stay off private property, and take your litter home. Help us keep Mount Charleston safe and clean for everyone to enjoy.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in PAHRUMP. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Beautiful, right there up on the Mount Charleston range. There's already some snow up on the hill up there, anticipating tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be nice snow-capped.
All right, we'll have your weather right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Take a look at this weather map. 55 and close to it, up and down the map from Fernley all the way down to Goldfield. Beatty breaking out at 61. 65 scant degrees in Amargosa and Las Vegas. Out in Death Valley, California, just got to 72 degrees. It's a cool day, folks, but here in the Paradise PAHRUMP, 57 degrees is our current temperature. We're heading down to a low tonight at 49. That sunset at 4:28 p.m. and it'll rise on a new day tomorrow at 6:43 a.m. in the morning. And what a day this shall be! It's well, you see the humidity up to 49%. You see that cloud cover? Yeah, we're talking rain. We're talking snow at the higher elevations, 6,000 feet and above. And a lot of wind. Check this out tomorrow. 18 mile per hour is the average gusts of winds, but we're going to see gusts as much as 45 miles per hour whipping us around. There'll be snow at the 6,000 elevation mark for Spring Mountain, Red Rock Canyon, and Sheep Range. Watch out for that. Kyle and Lee Canyon, you may experience some chain restrictions on your road. You're going to have some travel challenges to look forward to. Dial 511 for current road conditions. But look at that, it blows out, and we have like some sunshine here Friday and Saturday. There's a bright spot. Later in the week, like Tuesday, more rain. Things to look forward to. Tomorrow will be a mess though, so go easy on those roads. Take it easy on the brakes, and just give yourself lots of extra time for travel. It's going to be a little bit dicey tomorrow. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
All right.
Well, there is a car seat event happening at Nye Communities Coalition. That's located at 1020 East Wilson. They're going to have car seat training, installation, and these are going to all be done by certified car seat technicians. This will be happening tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. there at the Nye Communities Coalitions. And we want to let everybody know that they're also doing a car seat giveaway. So if you're in need of a child's car seat, they're going to be having that as well. Once again, that's at 1020 East Wilson, right there on the corner of Wilson and West Street. And that is tomorrow, December 9th.
And we want to wish a happy birthday to Beverly Jean.
Happy birthday, Beverly. She's one of our loyal viewers.
Yes.
Have a happy birthday. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen.
Good
night.